Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to this cricket show, Cricket Happenings. And on this Cricket Happening show, while I am doing it right now, I do see that fourth one-day international, as we know, this has been a very high scoring series. And even now, if you look at the score in the fourth one-day international, where New Zealand are looking pretty at 229 for 3 at Nottingham, at Trent Bridge in Nottingham in the fourth one-day international. They have nothing to lose because they are on a high. It's only a matter of getting one more win today, and they would have taken the series. And England, I'm sure, are not going to allow that. They're also going to play their own aggressive form of cricket. But as I'm speaking to you, I do see that New Zealand are sitting pretty at 229 for 3 in the 38th over. And Kane Williamson, once again, is looking good for a century. Whether he can get to that coveted mark is the question now. 229 for 3. I'll come back to that. And then tomorrow, the one-day international series between Bangladesh and India start. And we all know that Bangladesh are on a real high because they beat Pakistan for the first time in ODI series. They had a clean sweep there, and they also clean swept Zimbabwe. So they are definitely on a high. They also did very well in the World Cup. As I said, this was the best World Cup in their history as they reached the quarterfinals. So there's a lot of things going for Bangladesh here, and India also is in full strength because Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who comes into the team, has strengthened the team to a great extent, as we all know. And so I'm going to do a brief preview of the first one-day international of the series, which is coming up tomorrow. And the other cricket news that I'll be looking at in this cricket show is that we have been seeing that there have been a lot of talk going on as far as the test matches losing its value, the gate receipts dwindling, and then it was told by the ICC. ICC had said that they would be mooting the issue of basically day-night cricket. Now, day-night cricket is something we know that Australia introduced that in the as you know, the pajama cricket, the one-day internationals with all the colored gear, the helmets and all those white balls and all. And now it's the turn for Australia to once again take the lead here because now I mean, there has been a lot of experiments has been done with a lot of balls like white balls, orange balls, pink balls, black balls. Everything has been done, and finally they have come to the verdict that now they have determined that the pink ball is the one that would be used in day-night cricket. Now, day-night test cricket is just going to become a reality probably later this year, when Australia would be the one who would be hosting the first day-night test match against New Zealand. And the centers to host would be Brisbane, Hobart, and what a revolution that would be as far as test match cricket is concerned. And test cricket would really have some sheen coming in when pink ball appears. And another thing is that Australia, who have been really creating a revolution, no doubt about it. They started the pajama cricket when Kerry Packer did it, and now it is going to be Australia once again taking the initiative. It's going to be a kookaburra ball, which will be the pink ball, which will be tried in day-night test cricket, which is going to be a reality soon. Definitely in this year it is going to happen between Australia and New Zealand. So basically what I mean to say is ICC has given the go-ahead. They said that the pink ball is the one which could be used for day-night test cricket. Well, I'll be definitely talking about that. But first and foremost, let me take you on to this match between New Zealand and England and just tell you the story. So today, this fourth one-day international at Trent Bridge in Nottingham had a lot of significance, and while I'm talking to you, New Zealand's score has moved on to 245 for 3. We are in the 41st over. Williamson is looking good for a century, not out on 86 of 68 deliveries, 11 fours and 1 6. Grant Elliott is keeping him company right now, not out on 16 of 27 balls, 1 4 and 1 6. Both the teams decided that they are not going to make any changes for the fourth one-day international, and they went into this, and New Zealand were the ones who were lucky to actually win the toss, and they immediately elected to bat. And the start was pretty good. It was a pretty good start from the openers, and that is what was missing in the previous one-day internationals, but definitely they couldn't really go the distance. But it was a very punishing start which was given by the New Zealand openers Martin Guptill and the captain Brendan McCullum, as Brendan McCullum came down the wicket and hit Stephen Finn for a six in the initial stages. Martin Guptill was also his attacking self, and both put on 88 runs for the first wicket in just 13.1 overs. That was pretty good going. And then finally the first wicket fell when Wood had got a bit of pace on the delivery, and Brendan McCullum was trying to probably hit him, and it went into the hands of Butler behind the stumps. McCullum was gone for 31 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6, as Kane Williamson joined Martin Guptill. Martin Guptill, well, he did his job. He reached his 53 of 66 balls, 8 fours and 1 6, when a slower delivery from Ben Stokes deceived him, and Martin Guptill played into the hands of Stephen Finn, who took a good catch, I thought, by moving back and taking it over his shoulder. Nice catch from Stephen Finn. And after that, the partnership, there was one more partnership which started, and this was a partnership between those two boys who had actually hit centuries in the previous one-day international. It was none other than Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor, and this was another good partnership which started. And this was, I would say, blokes, it was a very aggressive partnership which started at the 18.4 overs when the score was 116 for 2, and it took it to 217, and that was the time Ross Taylor fell when he was trying to he was probably in the sense he was trying to actually heave Stephen Finn, and in the process he saw that Ross Taylor was trapped LBW for 42, 54 balls, 3 fours. And one of the strokes that Martin Guptill hit was a real beauty. Just I would like to talk about that. It was a mere flick. I think it was the bowler was David Willey, and it was a mere flick, and the ball soared over the stands for a mighty six. And that was the power of the wrists of Martin Guptill. And he also saw a classic six hit by Kane Williamson when he came down the crease and lofted Adil Rashid, the spinner, into the stands for a beautiful six. So right now, as I'm talking, scores 245 for 3. Williamson is not out 86 of 68 deliveries, 11 fours and 1 6. As I'm talking to you, Kane Williamson's wicket has fallen. Kane Williamson has been snapped up by Rashid off the bowling of Willey. So that's a good breakthrough for New Zealand, for England, I suppose, because they have taken the wicket at the right time. Kane Williamson, who would have looked, he was looking ominous today with his knock. If you look at his knock, he made 90 of just 70 deliveries, 12 fours and 1 6, but he has definitely missed his century by 10 runs here, unfortunately, and Williamson is walking back to the pavilion as Luke Cronchi enters the scene and joins Grant Elliott. The bowling, David Willey 7.5 overs, no maiden run for 61. For all his hard work, he got 1 wicket now. Stephen Finn 9 overs, 1 maiden run for 42, has been pretty good with his bowling today. Mark Wood 10 overs, 149. Ben Stokes 7 overs, 146. Adil Rashid 6 overs has been pretty costly. Has taken for 43. Joe Root 2 overs, no maiden, none for 10. So now from here I'm going to do a preview. I will be coming back as and when, so I will take you live to the ground. So basically what I'll do is I will see to it that I give you some live cricket update, and if any fours or sixes or any dismissal takes place, I will immediately get on to that particular game. But while that is going on, yes, one more thing I wanted to cover, which I definitely lost sight of, and that is the reason being that the first day's play in the first test match of the test series between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, unfortunately at Galle, was totally washed out. Even the toss didn't take place, and it was a shame that the first day of the test series ended in such a manner. It was totally washed out. There was no play possible at all. So that is the reason I didn't speak about that. But now, as I said, I will be keeping an eye on this particular game, which is right now happening between New Zealand and England in the fourth one-day international of this one-day series. And now I'm going to do a brief preview of the first one-day international, which is coming up between Bangladesh and India, and that is going to be happening at Mirpur. Now Mirpur, we know the first test was also played there, and that was totally rained out, and I'm sure there is a heavy forecast. There is a heavy rain forecast for tomorrow too, so one does not know whether the match is going to go the whole hog. But anyways, just doing a preview for India. Well, everything is going well for them. Let's look at Bangladesh, because Bangladesh have been a far improved team as far as one-day internationals are concerned, especially with their first showing in the quarterfinals of the world in their World Cup history. And after that, they have been pretty merciless too. They really rammed Pakistan by whitewashing them. So they are in some pretty good nick here. The team is looking pretty composed. Tamim Iqbal and Soumya Sarkar should open the innings. So, and we know Soumya Sarkar has been, a lot of things have been spoken about him. He's quite a talented personality, and Tamim Iqbal, we all know he has been in some great form. So Tamim Iqbal and Soumya Sarkar will form a formidable opening combination for them. Whether it is going to be Liton Das or it is going to be Mominul Haq, I would rather say, with experience, I will go for Mominul Haq here, because Liton Das has only played one match, even though he was impressive against India. I think I will plump for Mominul Haq here, because he has been consistent. So Mominul Haq is someone who could play, according to me, because they say that it could be a toss-up between Mominul Haq, Liton Das and Roni Talukdar, and I have a feeling Mominul Haq should be given the nod here. Mushfiqur Rahim, the keeper, should, I mean, we all know what a wonderful one-day batsman he is, Mushfiqur Rahim. He's really, once he gets off the blocks, he's a nice player to watch. Shakib Al Hasan, we all know what experience he brings into this Bangladesh team, and strengthen this, like how Mahendra Singh Dhoni strengthens the Indian team. Sabir Rahman, we have seen that this guy definitely has some good hitting capabilities. Against Pakistan, he really tore the Pakistani attack in one particular game, as you would remember, and it also brought lots of praise from the Pakistani experts too. So Sabir Rahman is quite a dangerous bloke. It'll be interesting to see how he goes against India. Nasir Hussain, as you know, he has been a perfect one-day material, because he will do all the things for you. He will bat, bowl, and he's a brilliant fielder. You put him anywhere and he's a brilliant fielder. Mashrafe Murtaza, as you know, he has been bowling very well. He bowled well in the World Cup too. So it would be very good to see how he bowls on this subcontinent conditions, which is always tough for any pace bowler. And then he will be now Taskin Ahmed. Taskin Ahmed, as you know, he's one who really impressed, I thought, among all the pace bowlers in this World Cup when Bangladesh came into the quarterfinals. And Taskin Ahmed has also had a very good track record against India, because when he made his debut, you would remember, he picked up 5 wickets and he became the first bowler in Bangladesh one-day international history to pick up 5 wickets. But unfortunately, as you know, it was a low-scoring game, and India's Stuart Binney totally rattled the Bangladeshi batsman by picking up his best one-day international haul, as you would remember, and Bangladesh lost that match. They were all out for 58. Now Taskin Ahmed would have good memories of that. He also picked up 3 wickets in the game against India in the World Cup. Rubel Hussain is back. So Rubel Hussain, who did a wonderful job in the World Cup, I thought, is also there in full color. So that is something which would give them a lot of confidence. So I think the pace bowling is looking pretty organized here for Bangladesh. And then they have the spinner, left-arm spinner Arafat Sunny, who is also a very good competitor. Now, as far as India are concerned, well, India will be, India, as you know, they are really strong. They have realized that, they have realized that Bangladesh are a much improved unit now. So India are totally geared up for that. They are playing their full-strength team here. Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma will be opening things. Rohit Sharma, we know, he has scored tons of runs in one-day internationals. He also holds the very good record as far as one-day internationals are concerned. And Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma would form an awesome combination. Virat Kohli, I mean, for him, he's one who, it just takes just that bit of one innings for him to get into some pure form, and then batting would look pretty easy for this bloke. Ajinkya Rahane has been in some good touch. Suresh Raina, we all know, he's a one-day specialist. Mahendra Singh Dhoni coming into the team. Well, you name him, I mean, his sheer presence into the Indian team will lift the morale of this Indian team, and they will be eyeing victory. As not only he would captain, he's the wicket keeper, he will contribute to the bat, and you know what leadership qualities he possesses. Ravindra Jadeja, another one-day specialist here, and they also have the pace bowling will be in the hands of Umesh Yadav and Mohit Sharma. They are all, you know, they all played in the World Cup, did pretty well. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will be coming in. Probably the pitch is slow, so Bhuvaneshwar Kumar would be preferred. So I think it's a very good bowling combination. And then they have the spin of Ravichandran Ashwin to contend with. So I think it is all going to be a very good test for Bangladesh. But as I said, Bangladesh are a pretty improved unit, and it will be interesting to see how they fare against India. And India also has to have to put all their eggs in the basket and play really well against Bangladesh. They can't take them lightly now. Now the other thing, as I was talking, the issue being the pink ball, as the pink ball is something which has been experimented. They experimented it in some day-night matches in the Sheffield Shield in the month of November. So I'm told now ICC has given the go-ahead, and the first day-night test match is going to be played later this year, as I said, between Australia and New Zealand, and that would be history would be created as far as international cricket is concerned when the first day-night test between Australia and New Zealand takes place. It could be, I mean, there are three venues which are going to be has been nominated. It could be Adelaide, it could be Brisbane, or it could be the Hobart. And what a feeling it would be, and what a day that would be in international cricket when one would be seeing for the first time day-night test cricket, and that too with a colored ball, with a pink ball. And you know, I would say that would be a sort of a red letter day as far as international cricket is concerned. So the pink ball, they have done the experiment. As I said, they experimented with a lot of other balls, other colored balls like orange balls in the English county cricket scene. When MCC were playing the United Arab Emirates, a lot of things were done. But finally, after a lot of research and after a lot of experimentation, they have come to the conclusion that the pink ball is the one which could be used. And what a sight that would be. I'm just wondering, I'm just trying to imagine a scenario like in Australia, where lights have been put on and we are seeing the pace bowler running in with the pink cherry to hold it at the opposition batsman. And what a sight that would be when the first ball in a day-night test match will be bowled in international cricket with a pink ball. I really can't wait to have a glimpse at it. Such is the fierce passion that I have for this game, for this fantastic game of cricket. And well, dear fans and subscribers, I think it is time for me to end up my cricket show for now, but promising you that I'll be back once again tomorrow. But before I go, let me give you a cricket update here while I'm talking to you. There is a wicket that has fallen here at Trent Bridge in Nottinghamshire. Elliott hit a 6 in this over of Willie, and Willie has picked him up. Now he has picked up the wicket of Luke Ronchi. Luke Ronchi actually trying to flick a straight ball from Willie, and it has gone straight in the mid-wicket's hands. Stokes has picked up the catch. Ronchi gone for 8, and the score right now, as I'm going to leave you on this cricket happening show with this live cricket update in the 4th one-day international between New Zealand and England at Trent Bridge in Nottinghamshire. New Zealand's score reads 272 for 5 in the 45th over. Yes, also there are still more 6 overs to go, so we are probably eyeing, New Zealand should be eyeing a target of around 325, close to 325. It will be pretty interesting as Santner has just come in as the new batsman, not out of one. Elliott is there, so everything will depend on Grant Elliott to really deliver the goods here to take New Zealand probably past a score of 325. And as I said, pitch is playing well too. So Grant Elliott is not out on 29 of 38 balls, 1 4 and 2 6s. So Grant Elliott has just started some big hitting here because he has hit 2 6s now, Grant Elliott. So well, so unfortunately, dear fans, subscribers, I have to leave. But as I said, I am promising you that I'll be back with a full summary of this particular 4th one-day international match, which is right now underway. And also, I'll be there with the probably the report of the first one-day international between Bangladesh and India, with rain not really disrupting play there. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really ends this cricket happening show for today. And see you all in my next cricket happening show, which is tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.